Hi, this is Doug Johnson with The Grind. We're with our Athlete of the Week, Alan Thompkins. Alan was shortstop for Taylor, who had a great year this year, 28-7, one of the best records in Taylor history for a long time. You know how long it's been since they had such a good record? Did the coach tell you?
I think it was in the 90s sometime.
In the 90s?
Maybe in the 80s, actually.
Well, Alan was one of the top batters on the team, played shortstop, starting shortstop, and he had a 410 batting average.
Around there, yeah.
Around there. Many RBIs, just a great ball player. Alan, tell us a little bit about your career with the Mustangs. How many years were you on varsity?
I started out as a freshman coming in. I got moved up to play the scrimmages for Taylor, and then I went down to JV for freshman year. But then sophomore and junior year, I came up to varsity and kind of played a utility kind of guy. Just filled in when people went into pitch, played second base and shortstop a little bit. But then this year I got a starting role and kind of just sat back and relaxed a little bit.
Tell us a little bit about, there was a change in coaching staff. Coach Bauer was his first year coming from, I believe, Channelview. What was the difference in the ball team from last year to this year?
This year I think there was a lot more intensity behind Coach Boyer. Our team's a little bit more into it. We all just kind of like look forward to playing with him, and he was just a big influence on our success this year for sure.
Coming into this year, you had to know there was 18 seniors on the team. That means everybody's fighting. Everybody wants to start. How did that come out in spring training when y'all first started practicing? And was it that big of a rivalry of who was going to get to start?
There's a rivalry, but this group of kids, we've played together for a really long time, and we kind of know our roles and how everything worked. But everyone worked really hard, and it got us to kind of put our coach in a hard situation on who to play. So everyone got a pretty good amount of playing time at the beginning of the year, and we all just kind of fit in, and everyone set in and got their roles and knew what to do, and whether it was cheering on the bench or playing in the field.
Yeah, Coach mentioned a couple times after games that it didn't matter who was up at the plate or who was on the field. Y'all were always cheering and encouraging each other, and that's one of the strengths of the team this year. But talk a little bit about your career before getting into Taylor varsity baseball. You were on select teams and whatnot.
I played for the Houston Heat for the past 3 or 4 years, and before that I kind of played competitive ball with a group of seniors. Almost all of our starters, we were all on the same team together from 6th to 8th grade, and I was actually supposed to go to Cinco, but I got moved into Taylor, and so I could stay with them, and so we could all play together. But I played competitive ball for a while, and
Is that like USSSA games and stuff?
Yeah, USSSA, and we just traveled around and stuff and played tournaments here and out of state. And
any success there? Any World Series or playoff championships?
Me and Brett Martin actually won a USSSA national tournament during 7th grade when we were 12 years old with a team that his dad coached, and that was about it. And then I think with the Heat one year we won state tournament with them.
So baseball has been your love, right? You didn't play any other sports coming up? It was just baseball?
Football during junior high, but baseball was my main focus point for the whole.
The amazing thing is, with this great career you had, and amazing batting average, you could probably go play baseball anywhere and chose not to. You're going to serve the country in the armed forces. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've always had a pretty big passion to serve my country, and I just felt like I had a little bit better future with that decision than baseball, because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to make a good career out of baseball or not. So I decided to finish baseball this year and relax a little bit and serve my country for the remainder.
And what branch are you going into?
I'm going in the Navy.
The Navy? And ROTC? Or?
Yeah, the NROTC at Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma. They're paying for my school. So.
Oh, are they? Okay. So what's the game plan? You go to boot camp first and then get to go to school, or you serve for 2 years and then go to school?
I get to go to school, and then depending on my major, if I go to school more after my 4 years, then I have to serve around 4 or 5 years, I think.
Okay. So you plan to be a career military guy?
Yeah.
Cool. Sure. Congratulations on that. you got to respect that the guy's going out and going to take care of us and protect us here so we can watch baseball at home. That's a neat thing. So you're also involved in some other organizations during your high school career. Tell us about these organizations that you were involved in.
I was in an organization called Best Buddies, which is an organization for the mentally and physically handicapped, and we create one-to-one friendships with them and hang out with them and stuff and do fun activities like go to the movies or go bowling. And then I was also in a PALS organization, which is mentoring junior high and elementary kids through tough times and kind of leading them in the right direction. And then I was in N8 National Honor Society, which is a club for community service, and we help out around the community and stuff. And then I was involved with Young Life, a Christian organization, an organization trying to bring kids to Christ, and I was really involved with that throughout the week.
That's cool. Member of local church here in Katy? You want to
I go to Kingsland Baptist.
Okay.
Right across the street.
Right
across the street, actually.
Oh, so. Cool. Yeah. School church's been around a long time. Had a good youth group for a long time.
Yeah.
So, you were sitting out here looking, and you can see your field. You had your last game, tough beat against Stratford.
Yeah.
Which you got to give it to them, a team that not many thought would win against y'all, and they came back and just wasn't meant to be for you. And some bad hops that last game for you. I mean, y'all work hard on this field's always in amazing shape, and two of them bounced over your head. And that second baseman had sun in his eyes and missed a couple of easy throws that you made to him, and it just had to be beat up on you during the game. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it was a hard loss, just sitting back, not really knowing that I could do anything to stop what was happening. But I felt pretty good with the season that we had. And it was a tough way to end it, but I think we ended on a high note with setting a new legacy for all the kids behind us and stuff, and all the hard work that we put in and showing them that that's like what the new Taylor is, because before it was kind of dying down, but I feel like we kind of brought it back this year. So
there's definitely different synergy here in the dugout and on the field. But with 18 seniors graduating, what do you think they're going to be able to do next year?
I think it'll be a competition because we have a lot of good talent coming up, even with the incoming freshmen and the sophomores and juniors, and it's just going to be a battle and a grind. But I think with our coach Boyer is going to make it work, and all the kids are going to be willing to put in the effort. And so I think they'll do well next year. So
the people need to be aware that Taylor's here to stay, and it started out with you guys. So hey, congratulations for that. And I tell you what, you got to be a little bit reminiscent here, sitting here looking at your old field and for the last time. But you know, you did a good job. You represented your school well. And I asked for this is for also for Vype magazine, which is you're going to make the athlete of the month for June, along with Andrew Stallard from the softball team. So it's pretty cool that two Taylor kids get athlete of the month in the same month of June. And congratulations on that, and good luck in your endeavors in the future. And we appreciate what you did for the community of Katy and Taylor High School. So thanks.
Thank you.
Good job.